Greetings from Podcastville. It's Wednesday, May 8th. The Church of What's Happening Now is brought to you by Pro Flowers. Don't forget to thank the real pros this Mother's Day, which is Sunday, cocksuckers. It's coming up May 12th. Do not forget, where would you be without your mom? Where would you be? You'd be nowhere. Number one, my mom is dead, so we're cool there. I'll send the flowers to the cemetery. But number two, I do have a special mom, and that's my wife, Terry. I got to hook her up. In fact, me and Mercy are going to get her a few gifts. We're going to go to Pro Flowers and send her 24 flowers because that's how we roll. You understand me? Right now, you get a dozen assorted roses for $19.99. Again, that's $19.99. Double the roses and get a premium vase for just $9.99 more. That's it. It's that easy. If you love your mother, you send her the roses and you go over there and hang out. If you don't love your mother, you keep it arm distance. You still send her the roses and you tell her you can't come over because you got the Chinese flu. That's it. It's that easy. It all starts with you. Go to proflowers.com. Click the microphone on the upper right corner and enter promo code CHURCH. That's proflowers.com. The Church is also brought to you by Zip Recruiter, saving you time, energy, and money. Why, Joey? Because it's hard to find qualified candidates. It takes a long time, too many applicants, and ZipRecruiter will make it easier than peasier. You understand me? ZipRecruiter sends your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, but they don't stop there. ZipRecruiter is so effective that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within 1 day. That saves you time. That saves you money. That saves you everything. You understand me? And humiliation. So do me a favor. Right now, the church family could go to ZipRecruiter for free. Joey, what are you talking about? I'm talking about free. When was the last time somebody gave you something for free? Nothing. Gratis. Just because you're part of the family. Right now, for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/church. CHURCH. If you don't watch Sesame Street. CHURCH. That's ZipRecruiter.com/church. The church is also brought to you by, listen, summer's coming. Everybody wants to have a hot woman. Okay, but what good is it if you meet a hot woman and when she goes down on you, your dick smells like a fucking swamp of death? Because you haven't shaved, you're nothing. You don't powder your balls. You think you're fucking James Bond, but you ain't, you fuck. Your balls stink like fucking death. And why? Because you got that bush around them. I ain't mad at the bush. You got to trim it. You understand me? And that's where Manscaped comes in. Me, myself, nobody likes trimming their dick. It's too close to home. I might as well I want you to stab me in the fucking heart before you trim your dick. But you ever look at your dick and see the bush that's growing around it? Nobody wants to see that shit. Uncle Joey's here to tell you, listen, you're not going to cut your dick off. Right? The suffering ends today. No more anxiety. With Manscaped, you get it done without the pain, my dick's going to get cut off. I'm going to be hanging out with Bobbit. No, that shit's done with. They got precision tools for the family jewels. Manscaped has redesigned the electric razor with the invention of the lawn mower. You understand me? A handheld razor with skin-safe technology. It won't nick or snag that fucking nutsack or the peanut stick. Now, right now, the church family gets 20% off your first order when you use promo code CHURCH. That's 20% off your first order when you press in church at manscaped.com. And if you order the perfect package, which we'll talk about later, they'll throw in a free travel bag on the arm, which is tremendous. It sits in my bag right now. I got the ball wipe. I got everything in there in case you bump into a Cocksuckers Anonymous stray. You know what I'm saying? They want to join Scientology. Go to manscaped.com, use promo code CHURCH, and get 20% off your first order. Keep your balls clean, cocksuckers. Mule. Kick this fucking mule, Lee. When was the last time somebody drank your juice?
It's been a minute. You got
to get back on the fucking horse.
I really do need to.
You need to drink their juice, and I need to drink your juice.
I'm afraid.
My cheeks hurt.
What are you afraid of?
I don't know. I've gotten to a place where I feel a little afraid of dating now because I haven't dated since November. And everything has been pretty calm. I mean, until a couple weeks ago.
You've been on some dates. You just haven't
I've been on a couple dates. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well,
you've been on dates.
I'll go on one or two, and then this is.
Do you show them your titty? Anything?
On
the first date, second date?
No, I don't just show it.
You either go for fucking the home run or nothing.
Honestly, my thing is they can touch whatever. But once I'm naked, I'm going to fuck them. You can't get naked and not have sex.
How bullshit. Do you ever date somebody and the first date they play games with you?
What do you mean?
I'm sucking your dick, but I won't fuck you. Listen.
I won't do that. See, I won't do that.
I got an episode of Law and Order coming on in 35 minutes. Either you suck this mule or you can vamos.
I had a girl come over, took her shirt off, stayed the night, sucked it, but wouldn't take her. She slept in her jeans.
What? Was she on her period?
I don't know.
Did you ask?
No.
Did you touch?
I over the jeans, but yeah, she wouldn't take her jeans off.
Why didn't you take them off?
Cock? What would you do if she had a big black cock?
Joey.
After she sucked your cock, what would you do?
It'd be surprising since she was white with red hair, but
you'd be spitting up a storm for a week. You understand?
No way. Wait, but did you ask her to take her pants off or try?
She said she wasn't comfortable yet, but she came over at midnight
and she
for
took
the first date. So
she came at midnight for the first date?
Yeah.
See, I've never done that.
Bro, this fucking guy meets chicks on Tinder and they turn him down. One wanted to take it slow. When he called me next day, he goes, "You met her on Tinder, but she wanted to take it slow."
Yeah, they all say that. They're all liars.
That's right.
Sometimes they mean it.
No, they don't.
I mean it when I say
No,
it.
you don't. I saw you on Tinder.
What? I'm on Tinder.
I did.
I'm back on Tinder.
No, you don't.
But I don't fuck. I don't like just have sex. Here's the problem. I'm like really sexual, but I'm really picky. So I don't get naked with them till I'm sure that I want to like date them. But once I'm naked, we're fucking. There's no in between for me. There's no no stop at third base.
Yeah,
it's a home run.
Why fucking play blue ball me to death? You already took your clothes off.
Yeah, but lately it's happened twice that I've met great guys, and like when they're into me, I panic, and I like run away because I'm afraid that I'm gonna fuck up their life somehow. That's really true. Like I'm afraid that
you probably will if you're that afraid. But I mean, what are you really afraid of? That you might cheat on them? That you might?
No, I've never cheated.
Something awkward? I mean, what are you really afraid of?
I think what it really is, honestly, is that I broke my ex-husband's heart so bad that I think I'm just scared of doing that to someone else.
But listen, how many times have these idiots broke your fucking heart?
So many times. And
All right, then.
But I think
get on the horse
I
again.
think that's the whole reason. Like you were giving me shit about the guys that I pick, and you're right. But I think the reason is like on some level, I think it's because I know if anyone gets hurt, it'll be me, which is stupid. I'm trying to fix it. But that's why I haven't dated since November, and since the last thing was kind of traumatic, and I just haven't really got back out there. I've been on like 3 dates.
Two girls in my life. I've dated 2 girls who were promiscuous. And I'm going to tell you how I feel about it because I've never talked about this before on a podcast because it bothers me how I feel about this. I was raised Catholic, and I was raised in a very special place. You know, I know girls who have been with 2 guys because I know them since they were 10. I know a girl that's been with the same guy from fucking high school.
Yeah, me too.
But most of the girls that I grew up with are with 2-guy girls.
Yeah.
They fucked the guy in high school. He took their virginity. They left him when they threw the football at him. And then they hooked up with another guy, and now they've been married for 28 fucking years.
Well, that's how I was. I was a virgin
Okay, so
when I got married.
Never understood. I didn't really know the game until I met a stripper, and I started dating the stripper.
Yeah.
Who was just very, very, I love her dearly, we're still friends.
Yeah.
But she's very bad news. And I would look at her naked, and I remember there were some nights that I would feel bad for her because I didn't understand if she knew how beautiful she was and how special her body was.
I'm sure she didn't.
When a girl comes to me and says, "Can I talk to you about something? I had sex with the guy at work." We giggle, we have a laugh, but inside my heart breaks. Because somewhere there's a guy that got the best out of you. Yeah, but I masturbated in front of him and he ate my butt. That's all great. But somewhere there's a guy with a story. Somewhere
that's why I don't ever. I totally agree with you.
A story.
That's why I'm always afraid to.
I've always wanted women to have a little bit more respect for themselves because somewhere there's a fucking slob like me.
You're
with
not.
A story. I could not live with that if I was a woman.
I know what you mean.
I could not live with that.
I know
if
what you
I
mean.
gave this
I mean, I have
beautiful,
obviously left some
this
stories.
beautiful little fucking pussy between my legs that was that good, that made a man feel that good, I'd be so fucking selective. And the main thing would be because I don't want a motherfucker to have a story about me.
Well, I'm that way with like comedy club employees, people. I'm that way on the road. Like, I don't want anybody to have a story. That's why I never go out with like, I mean, I hate to say it, but like, I never really go out with like fans after shows and stuff because I just know I don't want something like that to be left behind. I mean, obviously.
And you will. Listen,
it's
we're
happened.
all natural.
Yeah, it's happened.
We're human.
Yeah.
We make mistakes. I have a dear friend who's solid as a comic, and she told me when she first started, she took a guy home. And she really enjoyed him. And they said friends for her, but it became uncomfortable for her. She couldn't do it anymore. She didn't get into comedy to do that. You know, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I just thought that, you know, I have a daughter now. Nobody loves pussy more than me. I love eating it, putting cocaine on it, eating your ass. You know, just it's. But I've always. One day we were having a joke, and Joe Rogan goes, "Anybody you ever date killed themselves?" And I said, serious. I go, they should. If you suck my dick, you should fucking kill yourself.
No. Stop.
I can't imagine sucking my fat dick and seeing that one ball that's fucking my balls.
Your balls are huge.
My balls are like, what's his name?
Saucers.
They look like, you know, like Marty Feldman eyes.
I know what they look like.
They look horrible. I feel bad and I'm not saying this as a joke. Like, I feel bad if you got drunk one night and we hooked up. Like today, I think about you and I'm like,
oh, stop.
What are you thinking?
Don't.
Yes, I do.
But you were like an animal. It sounds like you were great.
It doesn't matter what I was, an animal.
You shouldn't feel
what
bad.
I was. It's the truth, though. These women are married to a nice guy now and they have kids. And one night when they're holding their kid, they're looking through Netflix and there's a picture of me talking about stupidity. And they got to go back and go, fuck, I sucked this dick in a bathroom once at a bar.
But you know what? I'll bet they hold that memory in a happy place.
No, they don't. I wouldn't hold that fucking memory in a happy place.
There's no guy I've ever slept with. There's one or two that I regret, but they're ones that I actually dated. But there's never been a guy that I did have that kind of a circumstance with where it was like a fling or like a one night thing that I regretted because it's happened so rarely that in my mind, they're kind of like a fun, exciting, like, wow, that's rare for me. So it's a cool memory. Even if I threw up on him or something bad happened, it's still in my head like a fun, that story that I have.
I had a friend in Seattle, a comic friend. She doesn't do comedy no more. We were open micers together. I never fooled around with her, nothing. I liked her. She drove to gigs. She was really cool with us.
Yeah.
She always brought weed. And I remember one morning, she went on a Kate rampage. We were talking about something, and she's like, I got to tell you what happened last night. We were on Alki Beach.
Okay.
I'll never forget this. We were on Alki, and there was an Alki breakfast spot where I used to see Eddie Vedder.
Oh, wow.
Eddie Vedder would eat there from time to time. This is 95. This is 20, whatever years ago, 30 years ago. And I'll never forget her telling me this story once. And this is when I wasn't ready for this shit, these kind of stories from women.
Yeah.
And I go, what'd you end up doing the other night? Because we used to go to a bar on Monday nights. There was the Seattle Comedy Underground. And then half of us would go to a bar in the artistic area. And there would be go-go dancers and cages and shit. And she was pretty hot. She was cute. She was hot. She was just young. And I always thought she had it together. Until this one morning that we were talking, and I go to her, what happened to you that night? Like, I hadn't seen her in like 5 days. I go, hey, we were all together. What happened to you? You left us there. And she's like, I got to tell you what happened. Oh, my God. And she went into this whole thing, how the bartender reminded her of her boyfriend in high school, and she couldn't forget about her boyfriend. And so she waited for the guy, and she asked him for his number. And then she went home, and she waited an hour and called him at 3 a.m. And went over there, and she brought a dildo and all this shit. And I'm like,
she told you all this.
She's telling me this, and my head's about to blow up.
She was like me 3 years ago.
And she goes, she brought a dildo, and the guy put the dildo in her ass, and I'm sitting there with my other buddy, and I'm just like, my other buddy's digging it, and I'm laughing along with it, but at the same time,
on the inside, you're like, oh,
this little girl doesn't know she's at 12.
Aww.
This girl doesn't know that she could move to L.A. right now and get on the cover of any major magazine. And listen to me, you're not going to believe this story. We sat there long enough, like we were there for like, and I go, where'd this guy live? And she goes, it's so funny. The reason why I'm telling you the story is because he lived a couple blocks from here. And 5 minutes later, the guy walked by with a girl holding a hand, walking his dog.
Oh.
And he was really skinny. And he was, let me tell you something, I'm no fucking Omar, the fucking model. But this guy was not a good-looking guy by no means. He was skinny. He had dirty jeans on. And I'll never forget the look on her face. And I'll never
She was embarrassed.
I don't know what year it was, and I still remember the story that I'm going to write for my daughter.
That's sad.
Because she just told us about a pretty intense sexual thing that it would have to take me a month of doing coke with you to go into. I mean, he put the dildo in her ass and taped her and took pictures of her.
Taped her?
Yeah,
tied her up?
Like taped her. And
filmed her.
Polaroid shots of her.
Oh, wow.
And now there he is walking. And let me tell you something. If you know anything about me, I got this guy's number. This is how crazy I am about that type of topic. I got his number at the bar.
Yeah.
And I would call the bar, like, just to fuck with him.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah. Let's say his name was Ray. I'm going, Ray, I'm looking for you, motherfucker. I'm going to break your head. And I'd hang up on him. And I found out he was a music promoter at other bars. So I got his number for his house.
I love that.
And I would torment him. The girl never knew. Nobody knew. I just knew.
That's amazing.
You want me to tell you how crazy it was? I moved to L.A. and I would still call him in Seattle. So, because I never
just to fuck with him.
Just to let him know I was watching him. Who the fuck is this? I got a dog. And I would just sit on the phone.
That's amazing.
How crazy I am.
I love guys like that, though.
That's how crazy, because he was such a fucking puke. And this girl didn't know what she was getting herself into. I would have fucked her and came in the mouth and ate her pussy and licked her asshole. That's one thing. He treated her like a fucking dog. Like, I know people who treat their dog better. Shame on her for letting him do these things to her.
I mean, maybe.
But at the same time, I hope that she's somewhere right now holding the kid, and this comes into her mind.
I think you go through phases, because I feel like I've changed a lot. And I feel like that's been part of actually, like, I mean, we talked about this, but I feel like I've been kind of going through a weird time of my life just because I feel like I've changed. Like, I'm a lot more calm. I'm not partying as much. I'm not hooking up. I'm not dating. I'm not doing as many like bikini photos, and just I feel like I've grown up. I've just grown up some. And also I've become funnier, and I don't feel like I need as many ways to get attention and whatever. But I feel like people still associate all that with me. So it's been a weird time of like kind of, you know, trying to show people, like, it's not show people, it's just being myself has become a little more difficult, because the people that are used to that Kate are like, well, what's going on? Like, they're waiting for that. I go on the road and people like still want to do drugs, or, you know, think it's going to be crazy. And it's not.
Have you not been doing drugs at all?
Not much, every once in a while, but like once a month versus, you know, all the time.
3 nights a week.
4
nights a week.
Yeah.
It's really weird how I like when comedy becomes a religion for you.
Yeah.
I like when something becomes a religion for you, that now you're doing things outside that realm to better your comedy.
Exactly.
Because you could get on stage all you want. You get on stage all you want and become a great comic. But it's little things you do on the side that make you a better comic, because you'll have more confidence when you go up on stage. And I tell this all the time. It's not the little big things.
It's huge doing stuff outside of it.
I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you. It's the little things, unless you do. And if you don't do them now,
it's true.
It depends on. You're either going to do them now or you're going to do them later. So if I was you, I'd get the fucking doing them.
Yeah.
Because you're either going to do it now or you're going to have to do it later. Yep. It's all part of the process. So
yeah,
I'm telling you right now to get to fucking stepping.
Well, like Lee, when he came to Lee came out to Sack Punchline, where I recorded to do an album, and it was interesting because I was sober until like the last show. I had a drink, but I didn't drink at all during all those shows, so I wanted to be sharp. And then each night, instead of like going out, I was listening to my sets, and it was just funny because I was like, wow, this is what I did when I first started. And it's like easy to get into a habit of like, oh, the shows are going great, I don't need to do this. But it made the hugest difference. Like each set was better. I even added tags that weekend that I hadn't even done that did so well. And it was just, it's funny because Brody, when I did Brody's podcast, like right before he passed away, and he said the best lesson for me in comedy was active listening. Like I stopped for a while, and then when I started, my comedy got better. And I kept thinking about that. And it really makes the hugest difference.
It's really weird what goes into being a certain person, whether you want to be a psychiatrist, whether you want to be a good dentist, It's not just it's so many different aspects. And it's the same with comedy, and everything you do around it strengthens you at some point. You know, you go to Improv Olympic. I don't believe in none of those places. But if you do 6 months there and you mix it with getting on stage every night,
that helps.
It takes you somewhere, you know. We talk a lot about going off the beaten path. I have news for you guys. This is repetitive. And it's the same shit every day.
Yeah, you have to go off the path.
You gotta know. You go off the path at times. And when you come out, like I've always stayed on the path with what I had to do. But mentally, I've gone off the path from time to time. And I've seen it. A couple months ago, like
Me too.
right before I shot the Netflix special, I was a little outside my game. We were eating too many edibles. You know, I was throwing in some fucking happy pill from time to time.
Yeah.
And I caught myself. And I was like, you know what? That was then. I got to better myself. So these are little things I got to do. It's so weird how these last 3 weeks in New York that I spent were great weeks. I had a great time shooting, seeing friends. But it also reminded me of something. It reminded me of who I was.
It's huge.
Have you watched The Green Book?
No.
Academy Award winning.
No, I didn't see it yet.
There's a line in that movie when he goes, "At least I know who the fuck I am. I'm from the Bronx. My mother was from the Bronx. Their mother before them was from the Bronx. Their mother before them was at the Bronx. I still go to the same restaurant every week. The most important thing in your life is knowing who you are."
It's huge.
And at times we forget. We hang out with people and you do different things with people, so you feel like you have to accommodate. In my sense, in my world, you know what happened? I had a daughter. And it put a little fear in my life. Fear that I never had before. Like, I didn't have this fear before. But now I'm not just playing for me. I'm playing on a team.
Yeah.
You know, so it scared me a little bit. Going back to New York reminded me who the fuck I was.
Yeah.
Like, I came back Sunday swinging. This week ain't even over. There's people going to be going down. I'm taking people down because I don't have the time no more. I realized I was around people who were around me when I was a thief and who took shit for me being a thief and told them to go fuck themselves. Before any of this stupid shit with podcasting or movies or comedy, they loved me for me.
Yeah.
To be around that again, I realized one thing, that what I have around me today in LA is garbage. I have pure garbage around me in so many different ways. It opened my eyes to the garbage I have around me.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. That
it really is.
We've become who we are. And it's this society. It's not the society I'm from. I still have friends that hold on to everything
business.
Sacred that they have. Everything. Like one of my buddies, George, said to me, I kept going over there, and George is a little lax than I am. And George is like, I went over there a couple times for sushi, and then one day I asked him to tell me what was on a Japanese thing, and he said they said that they couldn't read Japanese because I'm Korean. Why am I eating sushi here? That's what I'm talking about. Don't fucking eat sushi with Koreans. Little things in life that make your life a lot better.
What are you talking about?
So I knew I wasn't fucking
I did not
crazy.
think that's where you were going. I was waiting for a bigger life.
You can eat it with Koreans, just don't eat at a Korean-owned sushi place.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never got away from who I am. I'm from North Bergen, New Jersey. I never played golf. And I never will play golf in my life. And if you play golf, you're a fucking follower, unless you've been doing it since the age of 6.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple. If your father was a golfer and he took you out there when you were 3, but if you play golf to upstate your status in life,
if you're playing to
make
network,
friends, to be a fucking phony, I don't want you around me. I never saw that growing up. I saw that here.
Me neither.
I saw guys from Philly playing golf. How about I hit you in the head with that fucking club? You're from Philly. We don't play fucking golf, okay?
Do they even have
There's no golf.
Okay.
There's no golf.
I get it. You're right, though.
I fucking came back here and I remembered who I was. Everybody got a wake-up call the last 2 days. I had to say something to 10 people, and I had to say it because I'm done. I was around the best. I was around people who will live and die for you. They will put their back against yours and say, we got 2 knives and we're going up against 20 fucking Japs. It's me and you to the fucking end. Either they're sushi or we're fucking sushi.
It's true,
That's
though.
it. I'm done.
I know.
I came back here and I realized one of the people I got around me that's supposed to be protecting me are garbage. The people that say to me, oh, we love it, they're garbage. I just went back and saw the people I was in Vietnam with. Timmy Holloway came to the New York Comedy Club. Tizzy, I went to dinner. I looked into her eyes, and I saw ourselves again at 18.
Yeah.
Going to discos. And how much money you got? 20. I got 30.
I know what you mean.
Let's buy half gram of blow. And I got to come back here to these fucking people who are they're just sitting there waiting for a bomb to go off.
It's hard.
They're sitting here waiting for a bomb.
We're in the
off.
same place. I feel exactly that.
It's like it's changed my outlook. I fell off the beaten path for a while. I got a little soft.
You get caught up in it sometimes too.
I haven't gotten caught up in it.
I have.
I went off. I've kept my mouth shut.
Yeah.
And I haven't said nothing because of my daughter.
Yep.
Because this isn't a game.
It's her future.
But like I told my wife yesterday, guess what? Party's over. I started this with fucking nothing. And I'll fucking lose it all. But I'm not doing it no more.
Because you want to be you.
I'm not doing it no more. I'm 56. I'm too fucking old to play fucking games. And when I fucking tell you something, you got to listen. I don't give a fuck what you want to do or what you do with this guy or that guy. That means nothing to me. It's my fucking world. And at the end, guess who's here? Ralphie May doesn't have a gravestone. At the end of the day, that motherfucker died. And none of these agents or all his friends or all these people who went to the benefit, all those people that got on stage at the benefit, nobody put a fucking, except for those two twins, Corey and Chad, who called me and said, you know, Ralphie's been dead for a year and doesn't have that opened.
How the fuck did that happen?
His family
didn't do it?
Nobody. Not the fucking wife with the videos.
What the
that
fuck?
You people donated to. And I told you not to.
I didn't donate.
None of that shit. None of that shit. So at the end, you die alone. And I've known that from day one. So take your fucking story.
Die alone.
No, we all die alone. We all fucking die alone.
But I know what you're saying.
So at the end of the fucking day, take your fucking stories and take your bullshit and go give them for something else. You want to be my friend? This is what needs to be done, and this is how it needs to be done.
But do you feel like you have? I feel the same as you, and I know we're similar, and I know that's why we are close. And I have had moments the last 6 months where, like, I love comedy, I love performing, I love the art, I love it. I fucking hate the business. I hate the politics. I hate that you have to flirt with people for them to fucking hire you for shit. I mean, it's different being a girl.
Oh, for you, it must be a fucking nightmare.
It's
Why do you think I treat you the way
that
I treat you?
I know.
Because I want me to be different than anybody else in your life.
You are.
I want you to know that you have truth here.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You bend over, I'll fuck you in the ass.
Shut up, Joey. No, but I know what you mean.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Here you have truth. I won't blow smoke up your ass.
Yeah, I know.
I'm too old.
No.
I'm too fucking old.
But I used to, this is where I've changed. And this is where it's been a struggle lately because set-wise, comedy-wise, I'm really happy. Like, things are great. like, I perform. I feel great. People, the feedback is great. Everything's going well. I'm writing. I'm excited about shit. But it's all I don't want to jump through the hoops. I used to be the person that would go to the party and network with everyone, talk to everyone, flirt with everyone, know everyone. I'm exhausted. I can't do both anymore because...
First off, there's no such word as networking.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, meet everybody, talk to everybody.
There's nobody to meet.
But that's what I'm saying.
If you meet somebody there, the greatest expression I ever heard was if they were here, they wouldn't be anybody anyway. From a great manager, I forget what the guy's name, but
hasn't it happened to you?
No, it's never happened.
I've had people see me and like my agent saw me at the Improv. Like, it's happened to me before.
Were you on stage?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's not networking.
Oh yeah, you're saying
that's
go to a party. Oh, I agree with that.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's performing.
Well, I stay after.
I'm not talking about going to a party. Hi.
Oh, that never will happen.
Oh my God,
no, that never happens.
Oh my God, it's such a pleasure. Give me your card. I'd love to call you next week while they're snorting your coke.
That's 100%.
While they're snorting your coke,
100%.
they're gonna call you, and then they wake up the next morning. They go, you know what? Why would I hire them? They snort coke.
Also, no business happens.
Did you do my coke last night? Now you won't hire me because I do coke, but there you were.
I know what
bump for bump with me last night, doing fucking Rayless.
Actually, that's true. I've left parties. I literally was at, I think it was Chappelle's birthday party or something at the Nice Guy one night, and all the fucking Gersh was there. So I left because that's my agency. I'm like, I'm not getting tanked and fucked up in front of everybody that gets me work.
You should have been there anyway.
Well, it was Christmas or something. Whatever.
Who cares?
The point is though.
Avoid all that
but
shit.
now I have.
If there were anybody, they wouldn't be here anyway. That's the word.
And
if there were anybody,
that's not true.
They wouldn't be
That's
here.
not always true.
It's always
but they're
the
not
truth.
going to give you work when they're partying.
It's
That's
always
for sure.
the truth. And you know what? I've seen it for 22 years. I was here 2 years, and he said that. You know who said that?
Who?
Chris Cornell's old father-in-law.
Oh.
Okay, he used to be married to whatever her name was. Her father was one of the biggest managers in this town. He used to go to the comedy store, and he was old. And one night he said that, and my whole demeanor changed. Because I believe there's no networking. You want to network, you network on stage. You're going to go down there and tell
That's
somebody
true.
you're a comic?
Yeah, nothing happens at a party. I agree with
I have
that.
a podcast.
I agree
That's
with
great. I don't listen to podcasts.
I agree 100%.
So now you're dead. There's
Yeah.
no. And
Yeah.
that's what he used to say. If they were anybody, they wouldn't be here
That's true.
anyway.
But also, it's just a matter of energy. I mean, because every time you call me lately, I actually feel guilty when I talk to you because you're always like, so what else is going on? I'm like, really nothing. Because I'm not doing anything anymore. I never go out. But it's also part
But you always perform.
Well, no, I
And
perform.
I'm proud of you. That
I don't mean
that's what-
nothing
that's what I
like
mean. What's going
work-wise.
on? I went to this place the other night, and this fucking idiot did 22 minutes ahead of me, and then he jerked off on stage.
Yeah.
But at least you're telling me you went out.
I always go up. I guess I'm always working, but I just mean like I feel like I'm at a point where I feel like and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the better you get at stand up and performing, the more energy. I use so much more energy than I used to. I'm like, I don't have the energy to be as social as I used to be and be good at my job. I have to pick now. It didn't used to be that way. Maybe it's just getting old. I don't know, but now I just do nothing, man. I don't do nothing. I work, but I'd rather be home cutting a podcast or listening to my audio or like even catching up on a show I've never seen that everyone's doing jokes about. Like, I'd rather that. Also, going home changed me this past year. Like what we were talking about on the phone, like you were saying how good it was to be home. This was the first year. I've been to Ohio 3 or 4 times this year. My mom has lupus, so she's all right, but I just I'm conscious of the fact that, she won't be around forever. My nephews are growing up. They hardly ever see me. And I used to go home to Ohio and be bored after a day. And now I'm never bored there because it's peaceful. And nobody's asking me shit about my career and nobody's asking me questions about celebrity. It's like they really don't care. They don't know anything about this world. And it's just, I feel like I can tune out there. And I feel like I went through a phase in Hollywood that a lot of people go through where I moved here. Things started to pop a little. I got in with this crowd of like, it's exciting at first. You're like, oh, it's celebrities, there's drugs, there's all this. Oh my God, this guy's hitting on me. This is crazy. And then after a while, that just feels so empty. So empty. And then this is the first year. Every time I've gone home, I don't want to come back. But I want to work. But I get like sad to come back to where it's like, it just feels fake. And I never wanted to be that person that thinks LA is fake. I didn't want to be jaded.
Sometimes Joey will say things to me and it doesn't happen right away. But I like when it happens, like we were talking about the guy with the onion. But then the past couple weeks, I've been hit up by like 3 or 4 people who pull me aside. Like, and the thing is for me is like I didn't really have a ton of friends growing up. So now when people are trying to be super friendly with me, it's like, what?
You're like, why?
I'm like, I don't really believe it. And then I had someone give me a script, and I even told them, I was like, "There's no way he's gonna do it." Like I was like, I tried to be nice.
For Joe,
yeah,
you mean?
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, of course.
And he's like, well, I'm really persistent. I'm like, well, okay. And I'm like, oh, so that's why you wanted. I'm like, you don't really.
Of course.
To be, sometimes it makes me like, should I even?
You know
like, 'cause
how
I like
bad
stand up.
that makes a person feel?
Yeah.
And I told Lee this would happen. I told him, Lee,
of course.
I'm going to tell you before it happens, you're going to feel bad. You know what I mean? Over the years, how many people would hit me up for it first starts with, we love your comedy.
And then they want something from someone else.
And they want your revenue.
Yeah. I get that on the road. People come up to me and they talk to me for a while and then they go like, hey man, how does Joey book his podcast? Like people do that to me.
And they don't understand that we've seen it already.
Yeah.
Like we're prepared. Like I told you yesterday.
I would never. Could you imagine me calling you going, yo, I met this dude at the hot dog stand at the mall and he wants to do your podcast? Like you would fucking hang up on me. You would yell at me.
It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous what you get. And it's not getting annoying or aggravating. It's getting sad at what people will think. It's sad.
It's also
sad what people think they could accomplish by cutting corners. And you try to help them. The best was the one, I was gone. And I wanted to give social media a break.
Yeah, I noticed.
You could just look at social media so much before you go, you know what? I want to shoot myself in the fucking head.
It's true.
And Twitter doesn't bother me. It's Facebook where people are just really starting.
I don't even go through that shit anymore. I don't even look at it.
So I come back to 100 messages. You
Yeah.
know, and I'm going through them. Some of them you put a thumb, some of them you write back. And I got the one from fucking, Milwaukee that they paid. It was a great show. And then pictures of me and them. And then fucking a whole article on why we didn't party afterward or hang out. That's what they came to the show
They were
for,
upset.
that they paid $27.50. I go, well, I always try to put a dynamite comic in front of me.
Yeah.
And I try to keep my ticket prices low. I go, you were looking for a friend for $27.50. You weren't looking to see a show. I go, get a dog or join a fucking Lonely Hearts Club because I provide a show.
It's also
I'm
weird.
not providing a fucking, you're not going back to the hotel room with me. I just did 2 shows. I really am not in the mood to talk. I just did 2 shows.
It's exhausting, but people don't
Off the top of
understand,
your
and I get
lungs
it.
That, yeah, you want to say hello and give them a hug
Yeah.
and take a picture, but don't ask me about World War III and what I think about the Joe Rogan controversy with Mencia of 2005.
I know.
That's the last thing I want to hear on my mind.
I know.
I can't even think. I've just been scraping for material
Also, though,
for 2 hours, scraping the bottom of my mind,
yeah.
temples. You're going deep for your material, and now you want to ask me a question about who doesn't win, Cerrone or Ayacucho? I have no fucking idea. I'm not even thinking about that.
And they don't realize that they're one person and then there's 300 more coming down the line.
I was learned to keep your mouth shut and put your hand out and say hello.
That's it.
Before you're going to say something wrong, don't say nothing.
I know.
Because what you're going to say is wrong anyway. Just put your hand out and say, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
Yeah.
I always ask people what their name is. I want to know what their name is. And then they tell you, and then you take a picture with them, and that's it. I don't have time for a short story. There's 60 people on the line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
You don't want to do this to them, and you don't want to do this to
Well,
yourself.
the thing is, they would never do that. Could you imagine someone messaging like Eddie Van Halen or like and going, "Hey, after the show, why don't we party?" Like they would never do it to like a musician or like an actor in a Broadway show. I don't know why, because we come out and meet people, which is a generous thing to do. Really, like no performer. I don't sell merch. You don't sell merch.
I don't sell merch.
You don't
for
have to
that
come
reason.
out. Yeah.
For that particular reason.
I don't sell it
want
either.
you to say hello and not feel like you have to give me $25 for a fucking T-shirt.
Same.
I don't want it. I don't want.
And I don't sell
want
it
you-
because I don't want to be obligated
Right.
to come out.
I want to shake your hand.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me you like the podcast. This is why you came. You like a subject matter. If I want to sell you something, I'll knock on your door.
Yeah.
Right? And sell you encyclopedias, the steaks door to door, whatever. There's just so many aspects of it that people really don't understand. I'm not there to sell you a T-shirt.
I'm
You
the
just-
same way.
I'm happy I got you for the 27.
That's how I feel. But you're
I'm
like
happy that you got a babysitter.
you're not a nickel and dimer. You're not someone that seems ever to me that you're in it for. I mean, making money is great, but you're not money driven.
You know why? Because it's not going to get you what you want.
That's
at
how
the
I
end,
am.
Which is happiness.
Yep.
All we're searching for is to wake up with a smile on your face and not be like the rest of fucking America that's depressed or upset about the political climate. Or,
It's true.
The Koreans are going to strike us.
You
Just
can't.
be happy.
Well, also how lucky we are. Like
I
that.
ate shit for 40 years of my life. I ate shit. My mother died when I was 16.
Yeah.
And then for I don't know how many years after that, I did it on purpose because of my love for comedy. I kept a low nut. I didn't drive a Cadillac. I didn't try to prove to people I was something I wasn't.
Right.
And then it was such a low nut that I kind of enjoyed it.
That's how I am. That's why I have a
kind of
Hyundai.
enjoyed it. I come from a society where there's no flash.
Yep.
There's no flash for various reasons. For the most various is, I don't want to make somebody feel bad. I'm not that person.
But
For
I'm
me to
almost
get a fucking
uncomfortable
BMW,
around.
Do I look like I love Jews too much to get a BMW. Do you understand me?
No,
Or I
you
need
don't.
fuck- Yes, I do.
No, I mean you don't.
Yes, I do.
I couldn't see you
Yes,
in a
I do.
BMW. So-
I wouldn't get a BMW.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money they give me. I belong in a Subaru or Ford truck.
yeah.
That's who I am.
Yeah.
And that's who I'll always be.
You're blue collar dude.
Whether $1 million or not, that ain't gonna make you happy.
Well, that's how I am
It's so
too.
funny when you're 21.
You think
You
it
can't
will.
wait to have a Testarossa and have bitches on your arm and do drugs every night. And let me tell you something. it ain't no fucking bargain. There's a price to pay because once the cocaine and the money are gone, all those things go with it.
It's
Happiness always sticks. All you're thriving for in this life is to laugh at yourself. You know, when I fart on a plane, I fucking love it.
You farted in here and you laughed.
Oh, yeah. I farted in here and I laughed.
Me and Lee were traumatized.
When you're fucking, you know what? I've been so broke that and I still find a way to laugh. When I used to when I used to have to drop my daughter off when she was 6, Jacqueline, my first daughter, I would cry when I drop her off. So guess what I did? I forced myself to do comedy after I dropped her off as an exercise. Because I want to be able to do comedy if my fucking mother died that morning.
Well, you've done it.
We've done it.
We've done it.
Brody passed in Vegas. I want to be able to do comedy if I just buried my mother that night.
Yep.
I still got to be able to do comedy.
But you have to.
You got to train yourself.
You have to.
And there's pain and there's this and there's that. That's part of
that
the
was
stand-up.
hard. That was really fucking hard.
That's part of the stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to train yourself under all these conditions. You know what? There's times if you really dive into stand-up, you're going to have to sleep on some of these couches for 6 months at one point in your life.
Easily.
Yeah. If you really
You'll
love
be
stand-up.
homeless. Everyone is homeless. Lee, you're going to be homeless. Get ready.
And you have to be prepared to go. I remember when Ralphie May was homeless and Joy Medina took him in.
Dude, stand-up people will... I used to drive to San Diego. I didn't even have a car at the time. I would take a train to San Diego. It was like $30 each way or something. Stay in a hotel and only get paid $20 for the set. Like, I was losing money to do spots just because you want the spots. That's it. But I feel like it's like building any business. You invest in the business. You have to.
You're a corporation.
Yeah.
You're just a CEO of a corporation and you know that your stock is low.
The thing is that...
My stock is low right now.
Yeah. The thing is that I've been working on, and you helped me with this, because one day I was talking to you, and I was bummed because there were some things I wasn't getting, and I was frustrated, and you said focus on the things you do have, not the things you don't have, and I've really trained my mind. Like, it's amazing that you can train your mind to focus on the positive. You can do it. It's an exercise. I've been writing down, this is so fucking cheesy. People are going to be like, what happened to you, Kate? But I've been writing down like 10 things every day that I'm thankful for. And sometimes when I'm sad, I'll start doing that and it'll really fix it, because the fact is we are so fucking lucky.
You're alive. You don't have cancer. You're not going to chemotherapy treatment.
Look at what we're doing.
You have
right
$5
now.
in your pocket to go to Subway.
I can afford
and get
this.
a veggie and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
You're breathing. I mean, every morning I wake up. When I was 21, I didn't have that perspective.
Yeah.
When I was 21, I'm broke. I'm a loser and I'm miserable. But it was all revolved around money. Money was going to make it so much better. And by the time I got to 40, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking ecstatic. I'm at the Comedy Store every night. I may have $8.22 in my checking account, but I'm ecstatic. There's a line in Narcos Mexico. It's about Kiki Camarena. And at the end... if you haven't seen Narcos Mexico, you're not going to watch it. And I don't give a fuck if I spoil your thing. Well, Game of Thrones. I don't give a fuck. Go fuck your mother. Fuck you and Game of Thrones.
Joey, calm down.
So, Game of Thrones, spoiler.
Don't fuck your mother.
Spit in your fucking mouth, Game of Thrones.
Will you stop? Go back to Narcos.
And there's a scene when he's interviewing, when he looks out into the ocean and he remembers his interview with Kiki Camarena. And he lights a cigarette and he goes, I do these because... Now, here's Key Camarena sitting there with his eye out of his fucking head, with drill bits getting put through his leg. And this guy walks in and he takes the guys out and he's telling them why he's doing this.
Yeah.
He goes, tell them what you want and you go home. And the guy's telling him, I have kids, please send me home. And this guy just starts talking. Diego Luna, who's a phenomenal actor, and he goes, he goes to light a cigarette and he goes, I use these because they reduce stress. And he goes, you know what's crazy? That when I was broke, I slept like a baby. And now that I have money, I can't sleep at night. That's
the realest shit.
My head blew up.
That's so real.
He goes, when I was broke and I had nothing, I slept like a baby.
It's so real.
And now, I sleep 2-3 hours a night. And you think about that sentence, and it's what I'm telling you people. We focus on the wrong things.
Money is nothing.
And money is garbage. Money will come and go. It's a worse addiction than cocaine. Once you take money out of the picture and you go, wow, I'm doing this because I love it.
That's
I
it.
genuinely love this. I could get up every morning and do this for free. Whether it's taking it in the ass or fucking building fireplaces or lighting Jews on fire. If this is what you like and you do it for free, don't do this. But I'm just making a point here.
I won't get a BMW, but I'll light them on fire.
This is what you do for. I mean, I would never light a Jew on fire.
Not
and
you.
I wouldn't get a BMW.
He might light me on fire.
Well, he might. He probably has.
No. What my point is that until you really fall in love with that thing,
It's true.
and look at the sky and go, I'm living in a hovel.
That's it.
I got rats. I'm sharing a sandwich with a rat.
I've done that.
But boy,
Literally.
do I love what I do. And all of a sudden, a month after that, God will unload a suitcase on you of dollar bills.
It's true.
And you think you're a fucking stripper.
When you think you don't need it,
When you
it
think
shows
you don't
up.
need it, it shows
up. Dude, when I moved to LA, when I was a kid, I love water. Like, I'm a huge pool. I swam. I was on swim team growing up. My grandma had a pool. My dad lived at a lake. I was in water like every day of my life. And I always wanted to live by the ocean. That was like my dream. Nothing else but live by the ocean and be on TV. That's all I wanted when I was a kid. I didn't care how it happened. And when I moved to LA, I lived for a little while in near like Slauson area, like by the airport. And then I found this studio apartment. It was such a shithole in Venice Beach. I mean, it was a total crack den, but it was 2 blocks off of Venice, like right where the V is in Venice, where like all the homeless dudes hang out and shit. I rented this place. At the time I was married. So my husband was moving out here to live with me in this little studio, the two of us. There were homeless guys literally peeing on my window or on the ground floor. But every day I would walk across the street to the beach. It was right across the street. And I was just like, this is the fucking dream. Like I had the biggest shit-eating grin on my face the whole time I lived there because it was the beach. I had to call the police 3 or 4 times. There were dudes like jerking off outside the window. Like shit that like never, there was a guy who used to swim in my pool naked when I would come out. But none of it mattered because I could walk to ocean. And I feel like every step of the business for me has been like that. Like everything, like TV, like if I died tomorrow, I could say I did everything when I was a kid I wanted to do. I got to do a comedy set on Showtime. I had a TV show and I lived at the beach. I could die tomorrow and I'm like, I did it all. And so the rest I feel like is icing. So I think that that's why for me, like the gratitude thing is getting easier to be grateful for what I have. Because if I just think back about what I wanted versus what I got, and then on top of that, I got all those things without losing my character and my soul. I didn't have to fuck. I never fucked anybody for anything. I got to do it the right way. It just feels so much better. And I'm not rich and I'm not famous. Like, I don't want to really be that famous. I want to be able to say whatever I want. I don't want to be so famous that if I tweet something, I'm in trouble.
I don't even want to be famous.
Too late.
I don't want to be considered a celebrity.
I know.
Nothing burns me up more than when somebody calls me a fucking celebrity. I'm a dirty club comic.
You're a regular dude.
That's
it.
I'm a dirty club comic that's R-rated. That, you know what?
I love that about you.
If you don't want to be there, I'd rather you not come. Don't come to impress your boyfriend or you got. I don't want none of those type of audiences.
Me neither.
You know, it's so funny how I was in New York and people would hit me up. Hey, man, how come you don't come to the Comedy Cellar and do this? You know why? Because I just want to be left the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I went to Dangerfields, 22 people a night, 10 people last Monday. Fucking tremendous. Small stage. I knew Rodney was on that stage. I knew Bill Hicks was on that stage.
Cool feeling.
I knew Dice was on that stage.
Yeah.
I knew fucking Kennison was on that stage. So it's just like being at the Comedy Store. But since it's not the hot club, people were like freaking. Like, you should do the Comedy Cellar. No, you go tell your mother to go do the Comedy Cellar. I'll be at motherfucking Dangerfields with the East Side fucking rats where I belong to be. You understand me?
Those are the best, though.
Those are the best.
That's why I love playing like bar gigs and fucking. That's what I like. Rowdy bar crowd. That's my favorite.
The most important thing in this whole fucking game is knowing who the fuck you are and what your limitations are and what you can't do, and be honest about them. I can't do that. Okay. I will do that. Okay. I won't do that. Okay. Once you start compromising that, you get a pain in your fucking soul. And that's what's been going on with me lately. That the last couple of years, I wouldn't have done half the things I did now. Looking back at them, there's a couple things I would have not done at all.
But it happened to get you to this place where you know that, so it's okay.
But I know this now.
Yeah, I think it all happens.
I'm done. Like I'm done. Like you're in trouble.
I can tell.
You're in trouble.
I can tell.
And when I come back from next week, you're really in trouble.
But I really missed you, like for real. Like
I missed you.
You
also.
being gone from LA, though.
That call I made to you this morning, I couldn't make that call to a lot of people.
I was so glad you called.
I made that call to you because I was somewhere, you were somewhere.
And I sent you the most depressing text of all time. Like, I sent Joey a text that literally I was like on a plane. I was so depressed. I know you don't want me to tell. I had some shit go down that was like, I felt kind of invaded. Like I got trolled a little bit and it was personal. And I was just depressed, man. I was in Ohio and I did a college and it was great. The gig went great. But it's weird when you're I was in my home state, but not close enough to see my family. And I was by myself on the road and I just kind of was going through it. And I was also feeling a lot of just it's weird that you were feeling so much of what I was feeling, just about feeling a little like I'm not fitting in as much as I used to out here. I don't feel like I have as many friends as I used to out here because I'm just realizing who's really friends and who isn't. And I was just feeling lonely. And I sent Joey this fucking text on the plane that was just like, I'm sorry I haven't talked too much the last couple of weeks. I've been kind of depressed. And when I talked to Joey, like, you're so family to me. Like, I never want to, like, let you down. Like, I want to make you proud all the time. So I didn't want to call you because I knew you were doing the movie. And, like, I'm so happy for you. And I didn't want to, like, bring you down. But then when you called me today and you were kind of like, oh, I've been going through shit, it made me feel, like, so good that you called me about it. Because I don't know. It made me feel happy that you could call me about that. It's not always
walking
me
in my neighborhood. Just walking in, I was like, what am I doing with my fucking life? Why are these people around me? I would not be caught dead with these people 20 years ago. And the people that have fucked with me would be missing an ear. They'd be walking around like, fuck, Joey punched me in the fucking mouth so hard. And I'm tolerating this shit. For 10 years, I've tolerated this, and especially since my daughter was born. I've tolerated this behavior from people that at the end of the day, I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire.
Yeah.
I grew up with people that had my back when there was nothing there. When I was just a fucking pure street thief, I gave them a piece of my action. I always took everybody always got a little taste.
Yeah.
Why am I putting up with these people around me that don't have my best interest in their heart and in their minds? They're just...
It's hard.
It's a very hard thing, and they're everywhere.
There's an element of that in every job that there's always probably people in every business that it's like, it's hard when you have to feel like you have to be a little fake to get to a point you want in your career. And I feel like the older you get, it's like you don't want to fucking fake shit.
I think there's like one or two people in an office usually, but the problem, and it's not even LA. There's some good people in LA, but I think you're right. It's like if you move here thinking you're going to be the next, even the best director, like there's some people, like if you think you're that special, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be kind of a stinky person.
Well, I even mean just like, for instance, like there are guys booking shit, TV shows, clubs, whatever, that have been really shitty to me in the past, because I didn't want to fuck them. And then I had to be around these people and act cool.
How bad do you feel for them now when they see you and they can't make eye contact with you?
I don't feel bad for them.
How about the guys that won't talk to you because you didn't fuck them and they book rooms and they won't put you in their rooms?
Yeah.
It
sucks. It sucks.
And any town I go to, I always tell people that. Like when I go to Pittsburgh or whenever I go to these towns, I go, you have no idea how happy I am to be here. From the time you walk at the airport, there's no Jesse Smollett's. There's no Harvey Weinstein. There's none of his victims laying around
it's
crying
hard.
that he molested them. There's no Never Never Land. There's no it's very, people don't understand. When I go to Milwaukee or Michigan or San Antonio or fucking Texas, do you think this would exist in Texas? Harvey Weinstein would have lasted an hour.
He'd have got shot. Some dude would have shot that guy.
Somebody's father would have
For
shot
sure.
them.
For
This
sure.
only exists
In
here.
Hollywood.
You pull that stunt in Chicago, Jesse Smollett will never be. There's some black people in Chicago that are black to the bone, that they really know what the struggle is for this fucking half-breed, fucking Tutsun, whatever the fuck he is,
Yeah.
to do what he did. He doesn't deserve the love from the
No.
African-American community. But this would only happen here. You don't see a black guy tell him that 2 Nigerians jumped him in New York City.
No.
Because you're really black. You're black.
Yeah.
You're black. You wouldn't even use that stunt. Writing a letter to himself. You think of all the things he
It's
did.
crazy.
Do I hate Jesse Smollett? No, I don't.
That's crazy.
I
though.
do not hate Jesse Smollett. I feel bad for Jesse Smollett because he's another victim of this douchebag garbage.
It can fucking change
society.
you, but you have to pick, man. You can if he wasn't that guy though, on some level. I mean, I've regretted things like the whole thing in this business is every day almost there's a choice you can make to stick to what you believe or to sell out every day. And like there's been times that I've done things that I believed in the moment, and then later I was like, man, I wish I hadn't done that, said that, talked about that. Maybe I feel different now. Maybe I should let some time go. But ever since I started, the one thing I believed in for me was my talent. And so like I always turned down all the shortcuts that I knew would fuck with my head. Like I couldn't. And you know, like even when I dated comics, like I dated Bobby and like he was like, you can work with me. And I was like, I don't want to because I don't want people to think that's why this is happening.
How good of a guy is Bobby?
I mean, he's great. He's great. He's a little weirdo, but he's great.
He's still got a good
I still
heart.
love him. And you know what? He is funny as fuck,
He's
man.
funny
He is
as
so
fuck.
goddamn funny.
He's
And he does
one-
have a good heart. And you know what
He's
I'll
one
say
of the
about
people I
Bobby?
love to death.
Bobby is one person that when we were first hanging out, I remember people talking so much shit. Like, what is she doing with Bob? Like, really? She's only with Bobby because XYZ, he's rich, he's famous, whatever. The truth is, Bobby made me feel so special. Bobby gave a million compliments and he makes you feel like he would always be like, you're going to be such a big star. You're so brilliant. You got it. And like, that's really all it takes for women. If you give us a lot of compliments and you make us feel good about ourselves, we're staying because that's what everybody wants, to feel loved. And Bobby's amazing at that. That's always the kind of guys that I'm attracted to, are guys that like have a childlike nature and make me feel really special. I mean, that's what everybody wants, right? At the end of the day, women, at least. I don't know about
When
men.
did your CD come out?
Oh, I'm editing it right now.
How
So
did it sound?
I'm really happy with it. I'm excited
Is that
about
the one
it.
in Sacramento with Lee?
It turned
sounds
out
good.
great.
That's
Lee
a
helped me
great room
record
to
it.
tape.
That room was so fun.
Sacramento punchline
That room is amazing.
is fucking, and the San Francisco punchline.
I haven't done that one.
Oh, that's God's gift. That's 180.
You know what's funny about the Sac punchline is they don't tell you the stage there. There's like a scrim, like there's like a, what does it look like? A sheet. It looks like a brick wall,
Like some artwork or something,
on
yeah.
the back. But they don't tell you it's not a hard wall.
Right.
You know, most of
You
the time
go
you
back
can
and
lean
put-
on
you-
it.
You put your leg on that
I fucking
wall
leaned on it, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
felt like I was gonna fall through the window.
because it's like 4 feet away or something from the window.
Yeah, and it's a
So
glass
you're tipped.
window on the
Trust
second
me,
floor.
I did
I
it
could
as
have
a
died.
feature act once with Fluffy. I opened up for Fluffy 10 years ago when I went through that window.
You did not.
No, I almost did.
Yeah, I did too. I'm recording, and I leaned on. I'm like, someone should tell the comics this is not a wall. It looks like a wall.
It's a 4-foot gap.
Yeah, and
So
you're on the
you-
second floor. You're
and
dead if you fall
Put
out.
your arm like fucking Sinatra, like ring a ding ding, and you just keep
That's
going
what I
straight.
did.
You'll land on top of a fucking BMW.
It was scary. If I was you, I probably would have
Yeah,
fallen out the window.
yeah.
But luckily,
No,
I bounced
thank
back.
God. And there's another place too that I put my leg up one night to rest on the wall,
Yeah,
and I went back like a fucking mummy.
Oh.
I had a break fall and everything.
you did.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten shit like fallen down, getting on? I saw a video of someone the other night. Oh, Chelsea Skidmore, who you had on here. She posted some video of her going up on stage at the Comedy Store and just completely tripped and like fell flat on her face.
When I fall, I fell in the original room.
You did?
Yeah, because it's 3 steps. So
Yeah.
you want to try to fucking make them really fast.
Yeah.
And you get that fucking 12-inch, that 13-inch foot I got caught on one of those things, and I went down on my knees,
Oh,
and
you-
people laughed.
It's giving me anxiety. I haven't fallen yet.
Oh,
my
please,
God.
wait till
Falling
you
is the
fall.
best, though.
Falling is
Who
the
gives a
best.
fuck? It's funny.
Because now you have something to work with.
I mean, fucking
It's
up.
brilliant
It's
because
comedy, so it doesn't matter.
It's brilliant because you only fall after you wrote for 1 week straight, and you got 10 minutes that you have memorized, and now you fall, but you have to say something about the fall. And talk about how your feet are too big, how you're clumsy, and your mother always fell, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're drunk. You need to quit drinking.
It's great.
I haven't fallen. I'm trying to think if I've fallen. I've tripped downstairs coming off. In fact, I ate shit in the belly room before coming from, they have that little like upper part where you can watch from, then you have to come down those 2-3 stairs. Well, for the longest time, they weren't taped or anything. You couldn't see the stairs really. And it was pitch black. I fell down those stairs like 3 times coming down, like all the time. I would fall down. Not drunk or anything, just fall. Now, they changed it.
What are you looking for the future out of you? What are you thinking of doing?
Honestly, there's a show right now that I'm not even, I started out pitching this show that I really want to do. And then I just decided to get funding for it and do it. I don't know if I should say what it is though, but it's such a fun, I came up with an idea that is just something that I'm like, if I could do anything, if I had like $100,000 and I could do anything I wanted, what would I do? And then I try to develop a funny concept out of it, and it's great. And I have people interested in sponsoring it. And so I want to make that, but my goal is to keep making shit on my own. Like put my shit, if no one wants to buy a special, put it on YouTube.
They just canceled something. And I saw that these people put it up. They canceled their show.
Yeah, Busey Phillips or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Busy Phillips. She was kind of like doing the Chelsea Handler type show or something like that.
And she goes, unless we get picked up somewhere else. And Bert wrote back, why don't you just
do it yourself?
Do it yourself.
That's my thing now. I'm like, what? Even with a special, like, fuck it. I can shoot a special anywhere and put it. I would clip it up and put it on YouTube. Those clips go viral. People come to your shows. That's it.
Point, a special could go anywhere. They'll find it if you advertise it correctly and stand behind it.
To be honest, it might do more on YouTube than some of the other platforms.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of people at my shows that, I don't love all my clips on this site, but the Laugh Factory puts up clips every once in a while if you approve them. So I always approve the ones that are kind of like something I wrote that's for that day, and I'm probably not going to use it again. Then I give it to them, and I get people that come out and they're like, "Oh, we love you on the Laugh Factory." Like
you
they
don't
watch
know
that.
what forum they're gonna watch. You really don't. That's why you need to.
That's
to
it.
Have it around. I remember I had a video on Will Ferrell's thing years ago, and
Funny or Die,
and I had hits, and nobody would. I think they picked up a Joey Karate or something like that. And and it's weird what different forums people watch it on. You never listen. We live in a cyber world now. Is that what you call it? A computer world?
Yeah, cyber world.
It's unlimited.
Yeah, it's a digital age.
It's unlimited. I run into people all the time that bitch because they don't have this special and that special. I'm like, just get a fucking camera, go to a comedy club and do 15 minutes.
The truth, Joey, though, too, is like, I know everybody's like, I know you're always like a man with a plan, XYZ. I know it's important. But what's really helped me is to just keep working every day.
That's it.
And be happy. And I don't give myself, because I used to put a lot of pressure on myself to have, this list of things that I have to do in this amount of time. And it was giving me anxiety. And you know what I think about now? Like when I think about what I want to do, I think I want to keep moving ahead. Everything is going well. Everything I want to make, I'm working on. But I want to go fucking camping. Like I want to go fishing. Like I want to go hang out in national park. Like I'm starting to think about stuff that I miss doing that has nothing to do with comedy.
Why do you think Ari is doing what he's doing?
I need it.
Ari? I spoke to Ari when I got here, and we were howling in the car.
Really?
Howling. He's a new man because
he takes these breaks and he gets offline and he disappears.
Got out of here.
Yep.
He saw what the stress was of having a show.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a show until they get one, and then you don't know what it is to have argue with people, fight with people over lines. They don't want this. They don't want that. They don't want this. I bumped into somebody in New York who sold the show, and he goes, "You know what? I'm grateful they didn't pick it up. He shot a pilot and everything."
Oh, wow.
I'm grateful. He goes, just those 8 months were mind-boggling.
You don't have
to either. That, and you have to have a tough skin for that. And either you could do it or you can't. I am very surprised. Like I said, before I went and agreed to the Soprano movie, I was very close to pulling out.
Of the movie? No way.
Because of fears, because
I'm glad you
wasn't in the mood to work on a set.
Yeah, it's a different, whole different thing.
Different animal for me. I've done it for a long time, and I just don't like that time anymore.
Well, because you're so used to also being your own boss now. You're on your own schedule. You make your own. It's weird to go back to that.
It's very weird. And like I tell people all the time, you got a TV show. If it don't shoot at CBS Radford,
you're not doing it.
You're not going to see me there.
But the thing is now that if you have an audience, it's like my idea that I want to do. It's like once you build an audience and you can get people to sponsor your shit. And if you're not, I'm not worried about making millions. I'm worried about paying my bills. If I can pay my bills and be happy. So why do I need to sell this shit to NBC or fucking Netflix? Just make it, get sponsors, put it up. You can make money. Like I feel very fortunate, and it took a long time, but now I have enough people following me to get people to sponsor stuff I want to do. So there's no reason that I need to stress about, I haven't sold a script. I don't have a sitcom. Who cares? I'm happy. I'm so happy. Like I feel the happiest. And that's why too, like with like not dating and stuff, it's just, I think I've realized for me that like the less drama I keep in my life, the more fresh air, the more I get outside, the more I'm around people I love, I'm just happy. And that's all that matters. I could die tomorrow. Brody died changed me too, because you know, I remember doing his podcast before he passed and him talking about the like trolling was getting to him, like people bullying him online, not bullying, but like making fun of him or whatever. And it would bother him. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, everyone loves Brody so much, but he sometimes didn't feel it. And I just don't, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to put yourself in a position. I'm so sensitive. I don't want to put myself in a position where I have 8 billion people.
Do you see me doing roast battles? Do you see me die?
No.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like to be
People
mean.
on the internet now, I saw a remark about 3 days ago that was the most backhanded, stupid remark I ever saw in my life. But I look at them now, and I'm not going to be Johnny Christian and say I pray for them. I don't give a fuck if they hit a tree with a motor scooter. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll get on one of those little motor scooters, you see?
A razor scooter on Sunset. Fuck those people.
And they'll get hit by a truck. You don't wish that.
They make me mad.
But you look at them and go, I wonder where they're coming from. I wonder what
because they hate
were
themselves
going through to have to write that.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder what
that's it.
You know, it's just you have to wonder what they're going through to be in that position, to put themselves in that position. What could have happened to them? So
I mean, yeah.
That's where you got it. You got any dates coming up, you dirty bitch?
Yes, I do. For a second, I thought you meant guys. I was like, wait, I'm not. No, I know what you're talking about. I know. I'm just kidding. Wait, what's today? Oh, actually, Thursday night.
That's right.
I'm at Brea Improv. I'm headlining Brea Improv.
And you got
Lee's coming. Jack Jr.'s doing it. And then I have a whole bunch of dates coming up. Just go to my website. Yeah, katequigley.com or Kate Q Funny on
I'm sorry that you were going through what you were going through. I'm happy we got a chance
okay. I'm glad we got to
about what was going on this morning. I was going to hook up with you at one point today, but then I had a meeting at 12:45.
It's okay. I know you're busy.
So, no, I took care of that today. I really wanted to work out today. I haven't been to jiu-jitsu in a fucking month.
Oh.
And they dropped this on me this morning. So I ran around all morning. I got a little bit of writing done. And
you need to get to jiu-jitsu because that's like, you love it so much. That's such a big part of keeping
kickbox
happy.
Sunday and I went lifting yesterday. You know me, dog. It don't stop.
I know you went kickboxing.
Yeah,
so you said
stop.
boxing.
Yeah, I went over there Sunday. Oh, no, here at Brett's.
Oh, you did?
I got off the plane Saturday and went Sunday's open mat. You go in there and ride the bicycle, do jumping jacks.
Oh, damn.
Do kettlebells. You can do whatever you want there on Sundays. They don't say it from 12 to 3.
I went today.
Good for you. Look at you.
Yeah.
No wonder you look so fucking sleepy.
They got open mat on Sundays. So a lot of people.
I want to punch bags. I have pink boxing gloves. I use them at the gym.
That's great.
I just ruined the whole thing. Yeah. Joey's like, way to ruin everything.
He's like, delete it. We'll do it.
Don't forget, you little dirty bastards. June 7th, I'm at the Fillmore in Harrah's in New Orleans, bitches. And June 8th, I'm at the Tabernacle Theater. Tickets are going fast on that one, so you better not fuck around. And then 6/28 and 6/29, I'm coming back with me and Kate just destroyed on 420 a year and a half ago.
Oh, so fun.
When the guy had the fucking stroke. The
Seizure.
Columbus fucking Funny Bone. Ooh. One of my favorites. I go see my girl Crew Hope and do a little Muay Thai while I'm there. And that's it and that's that. I want to thank Kate Quigley for coming on the show this week and making me laugh and making me smile.
I love you.
Brightening my day and hopefully brightening your motherfucker's day also. But before we go, we need to talk. Okay, you're 2 weeks away from Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's hot to trot. You want to bust out the white shorts. You got new shoes, you got a new car, but you haven't done nothing about that ugly pogo stick you got between your legs. Your balls still smell like that, and you wonder why your last 3 girlfriends left you. Maybe it's because it's time to fucking trim around the bushes and clean up down there a little bit, okay? That's where Manscaped.com comes in. Manscaped, they got precision tools for the family jewels. Manscaped has designed the electric razor. They've redesigned the electric razor. Sorry about that. Their invention is the lawn mower. Think about it. A handheld razor with skin-safe technology so you don't nick or snag the nutsack or the fucking pogo stick of life. You got to go easy on what the Lord gave you, guys. This bad boy will leave you nice, clean, smooth, and pain-free, and most important, anxiety-free. Because, listen, I love my wife, but I don't trust her with the razor around my dick. I got to look up in the sky and make believe I don't have anxiety. I got to take one of those anxiety pills. Manscaped will get your beanbag looking as smooth as a fucking egg. It's Easter all year round when you got Manscaped. And I'm going to let you know a little secret. If you trim the hedges, the fucking pogo stick looks a lot bigger. So what are you waiting for? Trim up that fucking stick of death. Everybody wants a black dick. I'm gonna give you a way to get a black dick. Shave the hair off and the dick looks bigger. And you can tell your friends you got a black dick. But it starts at manscaped.com, cocksuckers. You get everything you need to make your balls shine and keep your dick looking fucking like fucking Richard Gere and Pretty Woman. You know what I'm saying? If my dick could look like Richard Gere and Pretty Woman, I wouldn't even talk to half of you fucking savages. I'd put a little tuxedo on him and bring him to parties, hold his hand and shit like that.
Oh my God.
If this is the first time you've considered manscaping, they got a deal for you. All right? They got the perfect package which comes with the lawnmower and the safety razor, plus the crop preserver, which is a specially designed formulated deodorant so your balls don't stink. And they have the Reviver, a spritz that tones and refreshes your nutsack. Ooh. And it keeps them cool. It's like sticking an acupuncture needle in your nutsack and hitting the right vein. You understand? And they got a nice little ball white package. They got everything. Listen, manscaped.com is the way to go for the summer. If your dick look like it's been hit by a car, Manscaped is the way for you. And right now, the church, or what's happening now, the family gets 20% off your first order when you use promo code CHURCH at manscaped.com. Again, promo code CHURCH at manscaped.com. Now, if you order the perfect package, they'll also throw in a free travel bag when you use promo code CHURCH. Who takes care of you like me? Nobody. So that's manscaped.com. Use promo code CHURCH and get 20% off your first order and keep your balls looking tight. Okay? Even I'm 56, but my balls got a certain tightness to them.
They look 35.
Shut the fuck up. It starts with Manscaped before I make you sniff one. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk? They smell like 35-year-old cheese. Anyway,
I was trying to give you a compliment.
if you got a company, you're trying to put things together, you're looking for the best employees out there, I got the answer for you. ZipRecruiter. That's right. ZipRecruiter makes hiring a piece of cake because hiring is challenging. But there's one place you could go where hiring is simple, fast, and smart. That place where growing businesses connect to qualified candidates is called ZipRecruiter.com/church. Hiring is hard enough. Multiple job sites, stacks of resumes, confusing review process. But today, hiring can be easy and it saves you time and money when you get it done with ZipRecruiter.com. Joey, why is ZipRecruiter the best? Why? Let me tell you. I'll tell you why. They send your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, but they don't stop there. With their powerful matching technology, ZipRecruiter scans through thousands of resumes to find the right people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job. As applications come in, ZipRecruiter analyzes each one and they spotlight the top candidates so you never miss a great match. I don't care if you got 3 employees or 200 employees. If you're looking for employees, you got to go with ZipRecruiter.com. And right now, the church family, you got a business, there's the way to go. I'm going to hook you up for free. Did you hear that? Free. 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 Go to ZipRecruiter.com/church. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/church. The smartest way to hire. Go to ZipRecruiter. And don't forget, Sunday is Mother's Day. Today is fucking Wednesday. You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What are the chances you're going to go to Marshall's and get her a purse? What are the chances you're going to go to fucking Target and get her some fucking whatever? You're not going to do these things. This is the way to go. Proflowers.com. Why? Because it's coming up May 12th. Don't forget. And where would you be without your mom? You'd be in the toilet somewhere, swimming around. That's where you'd be, getting eaten by fishes. Pro Flowers is here to help you show appreciation to your mom this year. My wife, she's going to get 20 dozen of these. Why? Because she's the goods. That's why. Nice colors. It comes in, you get roses, you get yellow roses, you get red roses. I don't know what other color. They got roses. And that's all you need to make somebody's day. Because at the end, you can't be a good Christian unless you make somebody's day. And do it with Pro Flowers. They let you choose from a variety of bouquets and vases that suit every mom's style. All you got to do is pick the delivery date. That's it. Then Pro Flowers carefully packages your flowers and delivers them fresh from the farm. Express delivery means her flowers stay fresh. You make mom happy. And who's better? Bro, there's nobody better to make happy than your mom. So right now, get a dozen assorted roses for $19.99. Double the roses and get a premium vase for $9.99. Who does that for you? Proflowers.com. That's who does it. And your Uncle Joey. You got to give me some thanks. I had to talk to these people to get this price for you. Number 2, go to proflowers.com. Click the microphone in the upper right corner and enter promo code church. It's that easy. Enter the promo code happening. Happening. HAPPENING, baby. Happening. So go to proflowers.com and press in happening on the microphone on the upper right corner. This is your right hand, if you don't know. It's the one on the other side. Anyway, enter the promo code happening. That's proflowers.com. Click the microphone and use promo code happening. It's the 8th. Mother's Day is on the 12th. Don't wait. Order like a pro and get the amazing rose deal with the vase for $9 more, $9.99 more. And thank all the moms in your life. I want to thank Pro Flowers. I want to thank ZipRecruiter. I want to thank Manscaped. I want to thank Quigley, the Christ Killer. But most importantly, I want to thank you motherfuckers for having our back and supporting our comedy and what we're trying to do here, our cause. You know I'm with you on this fucking thing. Without you motherfuckers, I got nothing, and that's how it works out. So I want to thank you guys for being part of the church family, all you motherfuckers. We'll be back Monday morning, tip-top Magoo, ready to stab a motherfucker. I suggest you're ready to go, because next week we're giving out fucking bayonets. You understand me? Have a great weekend. Have a great week. And don't forget to stay black and don't take shit from nobody. One more time for Quigley and the Christ Killer. I gotta go. Kick this motherfucking muley.
Yeah.